Hey friends, welcome back to the show. I'm so glad you're here today because we're going to be jumping into one of the most game-changing decisions you can make for your growth, and that's hiring the right mentor and coach. If you've ever wondered how to know who's the real deal, or maybe know that the person that you are thinking about is the right pick, stay with me. This is a great question. This is a great thought. And if you are feeling lost with this, then you are definitely not alone. I'm going to walk you through how to find the right fit for your needs, for your goals, and the stage that you're in life and business. So, why does it matter to pick that right person? And why even get a mentor or coach? You can Google anything, you can find anything, you can search online, you can do your research, you can take your time and figure things out. But transformation doesn't happen through just information, and it doesn't typically happen by the day to day stuff that you're working on simply because it happens through implementation with accountability. And if we don't have some way of holding ourselves accountable outside of just the day to day things that we're doing on our own, it's really going to be hard to reach your goals, especially reach your goals quickly. What a coach does is helps you to basically collapse the timeline. So bridge the gap, bring everything together more quickly. And what might typically take you 3 years solo can possibly be done in 6 months with the right kind of guidance. Mentors and coaches give you a safe space to be seen, to be challenged, to be supported. And there are so many different benefits that can happen because you chose to say yes. One of the reasons that I've always had a mentor in my corner was because the strategic direction that I need that has to be customized and tailored to exactly what I want to accomplish is it's really important, and it's the same thing for all of us. We all have a different kind of strategy and a different customized approach. So it's important to have somebody from the outside in looking at that so that you can have that outside perspective for the clarity that your individual business needs. The emotional aspect and the mental aspect is pivotal as well, because when you have somebody in your corner that's helping you dig into some things that are really, really challenging, what that can actually do is accelerate your growth, because a lot of the time, what we're looking for is a framework or a business model that's going to be able to come into our specific situation and help us to grow and help us to get clarity on what the day to day things look like. I love the fact that when I'm working with my mentor, they help me stay on track with my vision so I don't lose focus and I don't start chasing all of those shiny objects because I'm focused on one specific pathway. So, what do you look for in a mentor or coach? The best coach for you isn't just the most popular person on Instagram and the most biggest influencer. It's the one that understands your seasons, what your values are, and your personal style of growth. So, what you want to do is look at their expertise, not just at the followers, and make sure you take the time to do your due diligence. Have they done what you're trying to do? And when somebody asks me about a mentor, that's the first thing that I ask them. Is the person you're thinking about hiring doing what you want to do? Are they where you want to be? Because that is the ideal candidate. So you want to ask yourself, do they coach from a place of authority, authenticity, and alignment? All of these aspects of coaching matter because they play a huge role in how they can help you, how they can support you. And that alignment is everything. If they don't align with your core values and they align with something entirely different, you're going to get different results. You want them to be able to have a proven track record. I always look at testimonials and the kinds of results that they are getting for other people. The communication style is a huge part as well because we want to consider, do they really truly challenge us? Do they support us? Do they do both? Because if they don't really challenge you, are they really, in fact, helping you to move forward and move the needle? Are the offers that they're providing you clearly defined? Are they mapped out in a way that you can understand exactly what you're going to be getting out of the coaching? And if their values are completely different, as I said before, perhaps yours are family, faith, integrity, ambition. If they don't have any of those, then they are not in alignment with what you want to be moving into and you want to grow in. And so I always look at where they are, where I'm at, and if they can help me bridge that gap and they can help me to create that framework, that model that's going to get me to that place, then I'm going to have more questions and I'm going to want to dig in more. And that's the thing. You never want to stop asking questions. And here's a powerful reframe. You're not being sold to, you're choosing a partner in your transformation. So the hardest questions are the most important questions. What does your coaching process look like week to week? How do you support clients in between calls? I know for myself, I'm always checking in with my clients through a private messaging board. I'm doing mini check ins, I'm following up with action items, and I'm making sure that they are staying on track with what they say they're going to do. It does matter having the accountability aspect in between calls. If you only talk to a coach once a month, then what's happening all the other time throughout the month? What is it that's holding you accountable? What are they doing to hold you accountable? And what are they doing right now to hold their other clients accountable? And then if there's something that all of a sudden throws you a curveball, then what? What is their policy in regard to that? So it's really important to look at all ends of the spectrum when it comes to saying yes to moving forward with a new coach. I do not take that lightly. I know that it's something that I want to be fully in on, and I want my coach to be fully in on it as well. So the power of accountability, not only on our end as the client, but also from a coaching standpoint is is essential because we want to make sure that the accountability part is not just checking boxes, it's about realigning with who you are and who you said you want to become. And you want to make sure that there's that common denominator of you both wanting the same thing. The right coach doesn't just ask if you did it, they help you explore why you didn't without shame. So they hold you to a higher standard, but they don't make you feel like you failed. They want to, at the end of the day, they want to be your cheerleader. So, and just recognize that one of the key components in hiring a coach is for the benefit of accountability. This keeps your goals on top of your mind, which we always want to be focusing on. My coach always suggested to me that you want to look at your goals 3 times a day. You want to visit them in the morning, in the afternoon, and the evening. And I know that seems like a lot, but guess what? It's always on the top of mind, even if you're doing it very quickly or you're leafing through saying, am I on track for today? It also shortens the gap between intention and action. You want to make sure that you're not just being intentional, but the correct action is being taken for the type of results that you want to achieve. Do those align together? It's more than just thinking about it, it's more than just talking about it. It's the external action pieces that you are taking daily. And accountability also builds confidence because when you are more confident, you're typically winning more often. That means you're getting more results on a consistent basis. So, all in all, having a coach is going to be tremendously beneficial. Hiring a coach or mentor is a bold move, but it's a powerful act of self-respect. You're taking an investment not only by paying it forward for yourself, but you are creating that dynamic of building something out that maybe you haven't thought possible before. You're determining that your dreams are worth going after. You're determining that this is something so much more than just living a mediocre life. Like you want more. You want a better business. You want a better lifestyle. And that's what coaches are there for, so that you can reach the pinnacle of your potential, not to stay stagnant, not to just go through the progressions. So take your time, trust your gut, and find the person who sees you not just as you are, but as you are becoming. And you will know. I truly believe you will know when you find that right person because it will just feel right. And if this episode spoke to you, I would love to hear more about where you are in terms of the hiring process. I know it can be a challenging decision, but I just want to encourage you to move forward because it's one of the best moves you could ever make. If you have any questions about where you're at or you're feeling stuck on what decision to make next, then I encourage you to reach out. Until next time, go be bold, go be loved, and go get supported.